29 Washington Place is currently known as the Brown Building. It's located in the heart of Greenwich Village, and it currently is the headquarters of the biology and chemistry departments for New York University. It wasn't always part of the university. In the early 20th century, it was known as the Asch Building, and it was a collection of small factories in New York's bustling garment industry. New York City was the heart of industrial production for the United States of America, and the garment industry was the largest producer within New York City. This building housed many different factories manufacturing different types of garments. The top floors belonged to a company called the Triangle Company. The Triangle Company was known as one of the single worst employers in the entire garment industry. The women in the factories were predominantly Italian and Eastern European Jewish immigrants. Many of them spoke no English. They were treated terribly. They were paid by piecemeal, which means that the women were paid by the garment that they manufactured. The owners of the company, in order to keep out union organizers and labor protesters, would lock the doors. While this kept the union organizers out, it also prevented the women from leaving during the day. In March of 1911, the fire marshal issued a strict order mandating that every factory have sprinkler systems. This issue was ignored by the factories and actually condemned in the press. On March 25th, 1911, at 4 p.m., many of the women were racing to meet their weekly quotas before the factories closed and everybody went home. In the midst of this intensity, no one noticed when someone dropped either a match or a cigarette onto the floor. The results were catastrophic. After the fire broke out, at around 4:55 p.m., the elevator, because of the pressure, had stopped working. The fire department showed up, but their hoses couldn't reach the top floor of this building. The water pressure was not strong enough. Some women tried to escape out a fire escape in the back. However, the massive pressure from the weight of the women caused the escape to collapse. As the fire raged, a crowd gathered on Washington Place and Green Street. Many of the onlookers recognized some of these women as people who had been protesting in years past, in the uprising of 20,000 and a number of strikes in the oncoming years. In a horrible, ironic twist, the very garment that they were manufacturing, the shirtwaist, a very popular loose-fitting blouse, was the emblem of what a liberated woman would wear. When all was said and done, and the fire department finally put out the blaze, 146 people, the majority of them young Italian and Jewish immigrants, lost their lives in the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory fire.